Welcome to the Jungle Guys și bine v-am găsit la un nou episod din The Witcher Wild Hunt. Bă, am venit și noi înapoi acasă să vedem ce mai face baba și... I-am mai întrebat, dar nu știu de ce... Nu știu de ce nu s-a pus. După cum puteți vedea pe mine, am luat o nouă armură. Ia vedeți. Toate cele 3 trofii. Asta cele Gold Stick of Joy. Toate cele 3 trofii. O să le băgăm înapoi. E la viață, da-te mă. Nu știu, la pantaloni, dacă... E vinde, bă. La șoșoni. Până și pe ăștia. Sabia asta. Și rămân 2 de vânzare. Bun, așa e. Trebuie să mai folosesc și din astea, dar pula mea. Dar trebuie să mai mă duc să vând din gunoaie. Dar să văd la cine. Mai dorm o leacă. Ca să văd ce și cum. Astea, mă. Pun pe astea niște... Niște. Astea de săbi, bă. Ok. Celeste, să mă duc la... Neapărat în parte. Astea sunt de săbi. Asta și să le bagă în asta. Asta trebuie să o vând, nu știu ce am băgat aici. Din cea mai bună armură momentan. Da, vedem noi după. Eu că e vina lui.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast? I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster and you return with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Hai să ascult.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Ha! Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention, only work in legends and fables.
And Buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed Buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver Sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
Zice că răspundem cum vrem dacă nu mă înșel. Da.
Go ahead. Send them to their death. Certain death.
To a lone Witcher, perhaps. To 40 of my men-at-arms, but another skirmish.
40, 50, 100, doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catechans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to...
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Tja, impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
Don't usually meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Ultima și tăceți-mi pula mea din gură.
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a Witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha!
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnapped the woman to control the vamp.
And what do you propose to do?
Că mă ascult și să stai drept.
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. Soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right.
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop! In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains
Ja,
therefrom.
Lamet.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher, show him the paper scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Saint Latour. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue deep.
Ce drăguț mă să face?
It's simple. Saint Real. The 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Ravello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table. Perhaps some Sonreal was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
San Real. Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your Grace's sommelier is mistaken.
In matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. We must ride to Castel Ravello at once, discover what has happened.
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision.
Asta vreau să
We
zic și
shall
eu.
go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol.
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
Yeah,
I'm
ready to go.
born ready.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing.
Vede că s-a trezit. E trei crai de la răsărit. Bă, buni?
This vampire. Have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
Whoa!
N-am decât să merg așa pe ei. Deci vrei să spui că eu nu puteam să-l omor sau cum?
Hunters have attacked the wagon! We must help!
Stay back, Your Grace. We shall see to this. Beg you, beast! Begone! What now, you piece of filth? Help! Save us! Beg you, beast! Begone! before.
Thank you. You saved our lives.
Hooray!
Go, go. Tell me more about this vineyard, Castel Ravello.
It's the best in Ortusa. An old master of the winemaking.
Dacă te îndepărtezi prea mult de
Fabrizio.
ăștia, o să dea fail.
has held
Dacă
its years.
nu salvezi pe ea, o să dea fail. Deci,
Now, I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant, could be the steward, could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
We shall know when we arrive. It's not far now.
dacă tu zici.
Hey there.
Ada safe.
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless
Nu de expert. Deci zic
of Beauclair. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace garden.
I trust her illustrious highness was not harmed.
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabrizio. I am well.
Your grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official...
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
Game to see you. Got some questions.
In this land, it is seen as polite to introduce oneself before asking an...
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabrizio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about Sonreal?
I am at your service.
The Sonreal. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
Not like you make the wine all alone. At least a dozen others work here.
I see you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel a long road before they become Sonreal. The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself. The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes Sonreal.
Some of this wine might have been stolen. Just a suspicion we have, but any burglaries lately?
Burglaries? Not to my knowledge. And a few days past I took stock of the inventory. All was accounted for. The barrels lie safely in the cellar, I assure you.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand?
Master Fabrizio, we have proof someone's gained access to Sonreal. Someone who should not have. Which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it.
Mamă, cum să pe asta?
You shall answer for it.
But
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. Remind me, where is the Sonreal store?
in the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Of course, Your Grace.
Come, Witcher.
We shall wait here.
Asta trebuie să o iau ca nevastă.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? considered that.
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal.
Da unde suntem aici? Aici noi nu puteam să venim. Ba nu. Mai rămâne un singur loc. Ăla.
All he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabrizio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello.
Cam așa.
Only then did he come into his own.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Geralt. Suntem aici să facem misiune, Geralt.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Everything lines up at first glance.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find him.
Ce faci eu?
Got Pomino over here. Fiorano, Dandelion's favorite, adores it.
Ah, yes. That's sophisticated.
Est. Think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world. Castel Ravello is famous for it.
Hervelous. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
Rămână, mersi. Aici sus ar trebui să fie.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, you will have found what we seek.
Full. Full.
Doar ăla e empty. Ăla din mijloc.
Full. This one's full too. Full. Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of sangria? Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Ready. We can start. Ready.
Step aside.
So,
I'd recognize this taste anywhere. This one is good. Revolting, bitter plonk.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
Brescia. E beliter Pola.
Master Fabricio, I am very disappointed.
But your grace, I...
Vad är det, Jonna?
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sorial. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own?
Uite,
I
mi
shall tell you everything if you agree to show me mercy.
If?
Really thought nobody'd find out.
I was a fool, very foolish. I beg you, your grace, you must forgive me.
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sonreal.
This man's name.
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
Următoarea misiune.
Sintrin aristocrat at court?
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and...
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Mori.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabricio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge.
Ai beni Paul.
What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Sentry and Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
Acum.
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You'll take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal.
Îmi place când lucrez în echipă. E mai departe. Asta m-am pregătit acum. Dacă îmi sugi pula de dracu de sclav muist. A, de ce nu mergem mă, cu aia să dau? Mă, dar care dă tu mine? Asta? Mort. Haideți. Mai e unul.
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but...
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
At your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
Mersi.
Well, had no reason to trust me, and I didn't do much to change.
True, you are not the most endearing of men. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate... Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
Not at all surprised. Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Once again, who sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call him...
Wait. If he doesn't wish to speak, he needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Salutări.
Sure can. Fresh out.
In that case, he's all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no!
Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No, don't let him! I'll talk!
Barrels. Where were you gonna take them?
I don't know.
Captain, need that rope after all.
I truly don't know. Hornet's the leader, only he ever knew where to go. But he lies over there, dead. That one. The first barrel went to a warehouse at the port. But where this one was bound, I don't know. I speak through...
Who hired you?
He'll kill me.
Ought to be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out. The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered a man for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near...
I'll join you. We'll meet there.
We shall await your arrival.
Vreau să lutez pe aici, oameni. Rând, nu știu unde pula mea sunt. Uite, rob. Nu mai trebuie să-i la capitan. Niște căluci. Sunt în căluci fericit. Oho. Oho. Dar ce tot frumos aude. Bun, am golit pe aici. Hai să văd unde trebuie să merg. Vrei să spui că n-am fost acolo până acum? Sau acum a apărut? Partea asta. Următoarea misiune, cum se numește? Tot asta e? Eu cu tine nu ciuncionătoși.
Those oysters must have turned.
Intru aici.
Her Grace awaits inside.
Here,
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
perhaps he can, but this Cintrian appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's nose. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Sooner or later, everyone slips up. Cintrian stole the Sun Real. That was his mistake.
Yet if we had not happened on the wine stay...
You're right. We got lucky. Even so, still can't be sure he's behind the kidnapping, the blackmail. Need to find the Cintrian, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why... Someone's coming.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Cintrian does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
Don't care. Down to business. You learn anything?
I will start at the beginning. The port warehouse where the wine was delivered. We identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry.
Okay.
There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bella.
The singer? I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
The Mandragora? What's that?
A club, an affiliation of local artists.
Never heard of it.
They exude mystique, consciously, I think, behaving like an exclusive cabal, artistic elites. All arrive in elaborate masks, then drink and flirt.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place, a residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mountebank Alley.
Ok. Așa facem. Aprinde al mă de timpul ăla.
Double the patrols, just in case. Audacious rat, the Cintrian. But we'll get him. Be cautious. Guard her grace closely.
Așa facem. Ce mă? Pula mea mă e și asta, mă, frate. Nu ce zice asta de clothes. Jean-Pierre, ia zi-mi.
our northern dad.
All just
I'm...
Le-am. La bine mă duc să mă îmbrac decât să le cumpăr de aici. Urmă altă distracție. Trebuie neapărat să cumpăr ceva de aici. Hai să cumpăr doar pantaloni. Nu mă las altfel.
I'm...
Mă păști.
Ever your servant, sir.
Atâta în pula mea. Opțional, e opțional. Ne apropiem încet. Air store. Da, save. Dacă... Hai, dați.
Fond of shortcuts? Be careful you do not trample any herbs.
Hai, facă-mă.
late. Why does that not surprise me?
Well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style. Not all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but... Just one other detail. Here, put it on.
A mask?
All who attend the Mandragora soiree wear them. If you have one on, no one asks who you are.
Any idea why they wear masks?
Likely because they imagine it oh so very romantic and mysterious. The truth is far simpler. This way, no one can tell which drunken aristocrats are pinching the performers.
Ok, te-ai schimbat coaful?
Let's go. Soiree started.
Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain.
Am de ajuns.
How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. Soon as we find her, we find him.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
Tell us about these performances.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of artistry. The first was a concert by Cecilia Belont, a singer whose voice, were it stone, would...
Shame. We would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a master of visual illusions, come to us from far off Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
Pantomime.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaviri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the...
Well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress, there on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Koviri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Cintrian.
Niech Barton Slobos.
You seek someone?
Mă rog, cum nu mi-au rupt picioarele. E să arunci.
It's not a landscape, you pleb. It's a manifestation of the man's soul.
Blue blood is all I see. Yellow. Why every yellow?
It's obvious. It represents transgression in its purest form.
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the
Așa, una peste alta.
a different green. That green, lush and verdant as a field of vines. To vines and to wine! Composition takes shape.
Yes, it's true.
Thorns, scarlet, crimson foxglove. Crisp lips, full sensual parted lips. Composition takes shape.
Yes, it's sure to be a masterpiece.
De nu mai am, de unde dracu să iau să arunc?
Voila! Fine. Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My impression? The painting depicts spiritual dualism. The continual battle between...
Absinthe. The preferred hooch of artists.
Careful, it packs a pretty powerful punch.
I've built up a pretty powerful resistance.
Exception true. Would I ever love to meet him? It's a shame I didn't come here.
Need I remind you that neither did you.
Your words as you've made no efforts to understand. It's a metaphor of the constant struggle for power and influence.
The metaphor. Well then, these
Good health to you.
Do take care, Mitya. In one night, the theft of... Please leave. This is a private... Leave us be. Please leave. This is a private alcove.
Ok, dădeam și o muie. Te sperești.
We are busy. We wish to be alone. Please, leave. As for that stipend,
Put your own house in order first.
Cecilia never should have. We are busy. We wish to be
Ce dracu trebuie să fac aici?
Leave.
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see. Fine. Let's give it a try.
They say Lilith never suspected you believed in such. The dolphins. That is no ordinary illusion. The man is a true artist.
Impressive.
How fares your health, sir? My
Come,
deepest
let's look in the alcoves.
Where are you skittering off to, Sylvia?
As for that stagger, I'm sure you understand. Are you sure it's an original?
My employer's one?
We must throw off the manacles before.
Asta ce l-am vândut eu la ăla.
He's a dance.
That's to say, the other one. His brother. Ruinous the entire
De ce dracu-s două de alea?
These do look thirsty. Thirsty indeed.
Attention. I was prepared for all sorts of criticism, but blah blah blah. Avant-garde, schmavant-garde. It's
Eu ce pula mea fie la cuvir.
Hey, tittle, tittle, the cat and the fiddle.
Put your own house in order first.
you should have.
It seems
We are busy. We wish to be alone. Please leave.
Suci pula.
do you fear taking a bath?
How fares your health?
It's an outrage. But are you sure it's an original?
You
Employers
travel much? Have you not heard?
One night? Does that please leave? Leave us be.
My deepest regards. How fares your health? We must throw off the manacles.
But free as she's a subtle soul requires
That's to say, the other one. His brother.
Good health to you.
Come, let's look in the alcoves.
And be merry. Exception. No. Perhaps yes. No, I don't know.
Nu asta e?
I wish you health.
Good health to you.
Glory, honor.
Bă, fula masă dacă îmi dați seama.
Drink and be merry.
Gata, mă, în sfârșit i-am găsit.
Do not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
It's the right flower.
Of course it is. A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not.
Wow. Impressive portrait.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Velez.
The gracious lady has heard of me.
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
When he learned I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint her.
I think you may still get your chance.
Eu? Asta vrea cotărcită. Gata futută asta.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? Why?
Centrian noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Centrian noble. Ah, you must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it, but I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift, a heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment table.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this.
Încă e pizda lui. Deci rămâne să mergem în partea asta.
It's an outrage. But are you please leave? This outrage. We are busy.
E tu suși pula. O sugi fiind busy, mi-o sugi. E bilingură cum îți plac ție.
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume, a gift from the Sin.
Someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone beat him with it once.
Bit of Vistag. Artist's way of numbing their existential pain.
And they're not even wish to comment.
Băi, guys, cred că o să facem asta data viitoare. M-a zăpăcit căutarea asta. Așa că stați geană și până data viitoare vă zic la revedere!